Well, welcome to 3 Minutes in Mark. We are now looking at Mark chapter 6, verses 7 through 13 today. And this is where Jesus sends out the 12 on their own. For those of you that know Ben Lima, he just got his flying license to be able to fly. And I'm sure when he went through all the classes and had the instructor sitting next to him, he was quite comfortable flying. But there was a point at which Ben would have to go up in the air by himself, fly around for a while, and then come back and land. And that takes it to a whole new level. Even though the teacher says you're ready to be able to do this, I'm sure Ben was nervous. I would imagine everybody who flies their first flight by themselves is nervous when that time comes. And for the disciple, this time has come. Now, if you were to look at their life and to see some of the things that have gone in Mark, we might not have made the decision to send them out on their own. They have not always realized the fullness of who Jesus was. They've not always understood his message and how to interpret what he's saying. But Jesus now sends them out. And we can appreciate that because if we will step out and push ourselves to do things that we're not comfortable doing, we will find that we actually grow the most during those times. I know in ministry, I've been robbed of some of the greater blessings when I've ignored things that I should be involved in. And every time I can honestly say that I've gotten involved in difficult situations that I would want to hide from typically, I actually learned the most and I'm blessed the most for having gone through it, even if it makes me cry in the midst of it or be overwhelmed. And so the disciples are going to learn that when they go out on their own, they're going to come back rejoicing in what they've seen accomplished through them. Jesus gives them authority to do things as they're sent out. They're also going to learn to trust him because Jesus says you're not to take these things with you when you go. He tells them not to bring an extra cloak or not to bring an extra pair of shoes, not to bring a money bag with them. And at this time, as our churches are not able to meet together, there's always that concern about, are we going to make budget? Will people continue to give? And this story has just reminded me as I've considered it today, just to go ahead and trust God in these times and see him do a miracle in even how he provides for us, just as he's going to provide for these 12 disciples. They go out with the message of repentance, we're told in this passage. Not everybody's going to receive that and accept that message, but Jesus says when they don't receive it, shake the dust off your feet as a testimony against them. And then he sends them off. So that's Mark chapter 6, verses 7 through 13. Hope you have a wonderful week and you enjoy your time in Mark.